For shonen anime, what other better season was there than season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen? Let's be real. Like, just overall, like 10 for 10.
All right.
Yeah.
So if you're saying that, I want you to say with your chest, season 2 is better than which seasons of which of the top animes? Call them out.
All right.
Just say it.
Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 is better than let's see, the last season of Bleach. I think is better than the last season of Bleach, and that shit was hard. It was really hard to beat the last season of Bleach. But they beat it. You know what I'm saying? Shit was light. What is another good season? What is it? Any Demon Slayer season is better than any single Demon Slayer season. Sorry, it's better than any Naruto season. It really clipped that. Sorry, Boruto. Love you, but
you're getting closer.
Yeah, sorry, Boruto. Yeah, honestly, I think season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen was better than Wano for One Piece. And I actually watched the Wano shit, so I'm gonna put out there. I think it's better than the Wano season. So, just saying. I don't know. It might have broke Crunchyroll 1 or 2 times, but I think that Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 might have broke anime culture in general.
Ooh.
So that's all I have to say. And there's a couple others. I mean, shit, I could just every single anime that exists in the world is better than it. So it doesn't really matter.
I mean, when you at the top, like you just better than everything.
It's over 9,000!
What is up, y'all? What is good? You know the vibes. It is keeping it 9,000. Otaku with my
Bro Taku.
Shonen with my
Bronin.
Anime conversations from an N.
Y.
C.
P.
O.
V.
Let's get it. We are back, y'all. It's been a minute. We haven't recorded in how long? Like 3 weeks, probably? I think it's like
Probably like close to 3 weeks.
Probably close to a month by now.
Yeah,
bro. Before we kick this off, I just got one thing to say to y'all. I got a question for y'all.
Oh my god.
I want y'all to name 3 Jujutsu Kaisen curse techniques.
Okay.
Each.
Okay.
Who's going first? Who's going first?
Y'all going at the same time. Just gonna get real.
All right. Boogie Woogie.
All right, Limitless.
One at a time. One at a time. Let him say his.
Okay.
Limitless.
Limitless.
Curse speech.
Okay. You.
10 Shadows.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. Your turn. 3.
Yuta's copy.
Huh?
Yuta's copy.
What's the name of it?
3. Rika.
2.
Fuga.
Bro, I was trying to remember the name of the old man Zen and shit. The 24 frame per second shit.
Frame shit.
Yeah, they want to fuck it up though.
Yeah, good shit. Yeah, just had to bring us back in regular, keep it in 9,000 fashion. Threaten these people with violence.
Because we got more for Kevin. What'd you say? I need you to name how many precise seconds Gojo had his fucking domain expansion open on in Shibuya, bro.
Was it like 0.023 or some shit?
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah.
It was some stupid shit like that. But now, welcome back, y'all. How y'all feeling? It's been a bit. How we doing? Welcome back for now. We'll talk about that later. How we feeling?
Gang, shit been good. Can't complain. I feel alive right now. Yeah, nigga been sleeping every single day this last week.
Facts, because you were in Japan.
Yes, sir. That shit was lit.
Nippon.
Y'all should go. If you haven't went, everything right now is like 30% off. Just kidding. But honestly, fund their economy though. Niggas really need a lot of money to be pumped in there so that they can help stabilize their shit. So if you can for real, go travel and help pump the economy for other countries too.
Especially after that earthquake in Japan.
Yeah, bro, that earthquake was really crazy, bro. I was running during that shit. I didn't even know an earthquake was happening.
Okay, that's
I was just like, oh, maybe the bridge was just going crazy.
You're like, this runner high crazy.
I come back, I get an alert on my phone. I'm like, earthquake. I'm like, nigga, where? Where was this earthquake, B?
Nah, that's a fact.
Yes, sir. How y'all doing, man?
How you feeling, Akil?
I'm feeling pretty good. I feel refreshed. Got some time off work. Holidays, just spent to myself. Nothing crazy.
Nice.
Feeling pretty good.
That's up. I'm good. Well, I was in Ghana for the whole trip for all 2 weeks, I think. It was a good time. I lost a lot of sleep though. Niggas was going to sleep at 3 a.m. and waking up at 5 a.m. like 4 or 5 days back to back.
Vibes.
Just for no reason. I was so tight though. I was like, we don't need to live like this. But then the rest of the people were like, but we living like this.
I think about group trips, bro. Sometimes they're like, fuck, we got that group schedule.
What the fuck? And everything was linked to each other. So sightseeing was linked to food. And so if I'm like, I'll catch up with y'all later. Nigga, we driving 3 hours and then eating afterwards. There is no catch up. Either you come with us or you starve.
Oh my God. Ain't no local food? Like no food by the hotel or whatever?
We were in an Airbnb, and the Airbnb was in like the most difficult part to get to. And so Ubers weren't really like fucking with that. So if I would have ordered an Uber to take me to someplace, it just would have been a dub. They would have been like, "Oh, I gotta take how many dirt roads to get there?" Nah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're bugging.
Yeah. No. So it was like, I'll just wake up at 5 a.m. with the rest of y'all and travel, and then like again, it was fun, but niggas needed sleep.
Yeah.
For that.
Fair.
Yeah. Before we start off the episode, I wanna touch base on these posters real quick. So these posters behind us, we've always done like some type of visual behind us with the podcast. In the past, it was the big three, Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach when it was at the old studio. And now we have JJK, Demon Slayer, and Tokyo Revenge. Huh?
I said ass.
Ass. And Tokyo. Yeah, just hit that button, please. We'll just let that pass. They're good. All right, cool. So in the past, it was JJK. Currently, sorry, it's JJK, Demon Slayer, and Garbage Revengers.
Hey.
Tokyo Revengers. But it's about time to change these posters. It's been about a little over a year now. We've had these posters, and
roughly, yeah.
we need to shuffle and get some new blood on the wall. And definitely Tokyo Revengers out. So what we want to do is, we want to have your input. Let us know what posters you would like to see on the wall. So we got 3 choices over here. We got 3 spots over here. We're going to fill those 3 spots with something anime based. Just let us know which show or which character or what have you that should go on that wall. And we'll do something special on the socials. So definitely check into the Keeping It 9,000 social media pages. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. We're on TikTok. We're on Twitter. We're everywhere. Follow us. Because when you follow us, you get to do cool shit like this and like actually be a part of the show in more ways than just commenting and interacting with us via the social media. You can like actually influence what we do on our podcast.
Yeah, man.
So jump in.
Change our haircuts. You feel me?
I don't know about all that.
Niggas
Gonna make me go bald.
Not doing that.
The Michael Jeffrey Jordan cut. But if y'all want to keep JJK, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah. We could do repeats of all the ones that aren't Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah, we got 3 Sukunas up there.
Yeah, facts. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know what you want to see on that wall because it might just get picked.
That's a fact.
Yes, sir. Yo, so should we just jump into it?
Let's chime in a little bit real quick. I feel like, what I'm saying, it's been a minute. You know what I mean? What y'all been watching?
You want to talk about that? So I just jumped in on Solo Leveling a little bit.
Okay.
Solo Leveling is cool. First 2 episodes, it's like good animation. Story, I feel like I just need a little bit more from the story.
Yeah.
Not like it's not giving me anything. I just don't know what the fuck the plot is. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm tapped into that. Just finished Mushoku Tensei. Still watching One Piece. Still on Dressrosa because it's a long-ass fucking arc. I think Dressrosa arc is probably like 130 episodes, something crazy like that.
Hell?
Yeah, no.
Is it filler?
Arc.
Filler in the arc?
No, it's just One Piece is just animated by fucking power-hungry, capitalistic dickheads.
They be making a whole
toy,
series
bro.
in arcs. That's crazy.
Bro, it does not need to be this long. It's kind of ridiculous, but they doing their damn thing. What about y'all?
I feel like reading for me is just so much easier these days. So I've been reading Sakamoto Days. Yeah. I think most of JJK Twitter since the break has been like, we on the Sakamoto Days, and like the Sakamoto Days like fanship is like, fuck.
What's that even about?
It's like I'm not too far, so I really don't even know what's going on for him. But it's like this old, like kind of chubby dude. He's an assassin, so it's just like doing assassin shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah,
I fuck with it.
Nice.
Sakamoto Days is fire. I remember when that shit first dropped on Shonen, I was like, yo, this shit better not cancel.
Yeah.
It was one of those where I had a feeling it would keep going.
Yeah.
So it was fire.
It definitely is pretty good. Kev just put me on a Solo Leveling, so I just watched that literally like 20, 30 minutes ago. I fuck with that heavy, so I'm about to go read that as soon as I get back to the crib. But that's more or less it. Nothing too crazy.
Wavy. Oh, yeah. Shit, bro. Honestly, yeah. I watched the first 2 episodes of Solo Leveling, and then I was like, oh, this is too good. Yeah. So I read the first 106 chapters.
Damn,
yes.
In like 2 nights.
Yes.
My guy committed.
That's supposed to be me.
Yeah, but that whole show, that shit is crazy.
That shit's good.
Oh my god, I can't wait. I cannot wait. Every moment is fire. Like the webtoon or manhwa, whatever it is called, it's all in full color. So you can like literally just feel like you're watching the anime kind of, you know what I'm saying? You really get that feeling. And that shit is dark as hell. Like this whole series is so scary. Like,
bruh, just that those first 2 episodes, we see somebody get literally stepped on and just turned into mush, vaporized, leaving nothing but their Converse.
Wait, that was crazy. Bro thought he was 6'9". Bro said, I'm fast as fuck. He ain't gonna catch me.
That was Cat Williams.
Only thing left was your shoes.
Yeah, dude.
That was crazy.
Nah. Shout out Solo Leveling. I can't wait to see what unveils from this anime, because people were talking about it so heavy before the anime came out, just off of just the strength of the manhwa. Like it was on some like Chainsaw Man type stuff where everybody was hyping it up before it even dropped animation wise, and so far so good. Like it's been holding up, and it's only been 2 episodes, so I can't imagine where they really take it and the twists and turns that this show is gonna take.
Yeah,
that's fire. I can't wait. It's gonna be lit.
Yeah,
it's gonna be lit.
No.
Oh yeah, boys. So you know what I'm saying? We ain't been watching much, but if y'all have any recommendations, please put your boys on. We'd be like to find some new anime, find some new manga, especially manga. I feel like it's a little bit easier for me to clear.
Yeah.
So if I can get some good fire manga, especially some retro shit, some shit that's already done, that's even better.
Yeah.
Because trying to start like a manga that's already like ongoing is kind of hard. Because then you get to the point you're just like, damn, now it's just another weekly commitment.
Yeah. Literally.
I'm already tuned in to too many manga. Like I cannot.
Nah, I'm only tuned to JJK right now.
Really?
A part of me wants to catch up to Black Clover, but I'm like, I can just wait until it's over.
I mean, they monthly now, bro.
Yeah.
That comeback chapter is crazy though. Sheesh.
Yeah, and there's so many manga that I just have to finish as well. Like I still never finished the Magi manga, and I really fucked with Magi heavy. Just like a bunch of other stuff. I'm thinking about getting back into reading manga, but I just know it's gonna take up so much of my life, so I can kind of like ease up on it for a minute. But we'll see where things go.
For that.
We'll see where things go. Yes, but yeah, let's jump in. So you can tell by J. Cole and I's t-shirts that we are big JJK fans. And you could tell by the last however many episodes of this podcast, you could tell by last episode of the podcast, the Keep It 9000 Anime Awards, that this is a JJK positive podcast overall. Like we are some of the biggest JJK fans that you'll ever see. You could call it what you want. You could call it glazing, you could call it meat writing, but the show is fire. I'm sorry. Like, what are we gonna do? Just say the show's not fire because we don't want to look like we're meat writing? It is what it is.
Exactly.
Malevolent Kitchen. That meat's getting chopped up and written.
I'm a real eater.
real life.
That's a fact. So, but now that season 2 is over, it's finally complete. We wanted to just do like a season end review on the show overall and what we thought about this season. And we're just gonna jump right into it. Boys, I want to know, like, overall, what are your feelings about this series? Like, the season particularly. What are the high points for you? What are the low points for you? What are some things that just popped in your mind when you just remember JJK season 2?
I mean, what other words can I think of but perfection?
Perfection.
For shonen anime, what other better season was there than season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen? Let's be real. Like, just overall, like 10 for 10.
All right.
Yeah.
So if you're saying that, I want you to say with your chest. Season 2 is better than which seasons of which of the top animes?
Oh, okay.
Call them out.
Damn, okay.
Call them out.
What other comparable seasons are there?
Call them out.
All right.
Just say it.
Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 is better than, let's see, the last season of Bleach. I think is better than the last season of Bleach. And that shit was hard. It was really hard to beat the last season of Bleach.
Yeah.
But they beat it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit was light. What is another good season? What is it? Any Demon Slayer season is better than any single Demon Slayer season. Sorry. It's better than any Naruto season. It really clipped that. Sorry, Boruto. Love y'all, but
you're getting closer.
Yeah, sorry, Boruto. Yeah, honestly, I think season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen was better than Wano for One Piece. And I actually watched the Wano shit, so I'm gonna put out there. I think it's better than the Wano season. So Just saying. I don't know. It might have broke Crunchyroll 1 or 2 times, but I think that Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 might have broke anime culture in general.
Ooh.
So that's all I have to say. And there's a couple others. I mean, shit, I could just every single anime that exists in the world is better than it. So it doesn't really matter.
I mean, when you at the top, like you just better than everything. So
exactly,
that's a fact.
Look at our goal right there. He knows.
Look at that.
Feel me?
Sakuna, baby.
Sakuna.
Yes, sir. Yeah. What are some of the highs? That's season 2. For
the
y'all.
highs.
Both of y'all.
Hey, you go take this one.
I guess overall, the way I feel about it is just a generational piece of anime. The show, like both seasons, but this season in particular, that first 8 or 9 episodes with the Star Vessel arc, that flashback, the opening, like just the whole thing, like in totality, feels like some of the best stuff I've ever watched. And it really kind of cements how I feel about just anime and like what I look for. Just to see Gojo and Geto younger, and looking back at the movie and then also season 1, I think, and also the manga, revisiting like these characters. I think I might have said this on a previous episode of the pod, but like getting this interaction between Gojo and Geto, like again for however many times, I think the adaptation was just amazing. Like you really get to see who Geto and Gojo are, and I really like both of them as characters. We get more of Gojo, I feel like, up to this point, and not as much as of Geto. But like I see myself fucking with Geto a lot more after like seeing that. So
yeah, you get the justification for why he is the character that he is. Yeah. In season 1, he was kind of just the bad, and then in season 2, you're just like, oh, yeah, my man's low key justified in his own like weird, like twisted way. Literally, like he got to that conclusion on why he thinks humans are monkeys for a reason. And not to say that he's right, season. But my man has his reasons. It's not like he just chose to be evil off of just nothing, Yeah.
So
exactly.
So that's my high. Or there's so many highs, but that's probably the main one. That first and Toji, that different. That's different. So that's a couple of my highs, but yeah.
Nah, that's a fact. This season was not dope as hell. Like I think my high overall is like, yeah, just being able to see some of these characters learn more about them and find out why they are the characters that they are. It's just really good storytelling. A lot of anime, they'll give you that either too far into the series, like Kakashi Gaiden. You know what I mean?
Like, we didn't need that at that point in the series, bro. It was kind of clip once they added that in. They just needed more shit to get buffered to the series at that point, bro.
Especially when you know that Naruto retconned a bunch of stuff. So Kakashi Gaiden is not like, I don't think Kishimoto thought of that when he was writing Naruto, the original series.
Oh, not at all.
Yeah. Because like the whole, like even the story that tells Beast, like it wasn't supposed to be that. So Kakashi Gaiden was something that was just developed later on. Not to say that that's a bad thing. I don't mind it, but I really like it when a creator is able to have the full story fleshed out from so many angles and bring it on in an appropriate timing. Not to say that with Naruto it wasn't appropriate. I just felt like JJK, it was more appropriate than what Naruto did.
Oh no, I think with the Naruto it was completely random. I remember when I read it, I was like, why the fuck is this here? Like it kind of made no sense. Like I forgot if it was before Pain or after Pain when they introduced that, but I just
Kakashi Gaiden?
I felt like it was so random.
I think Kakashi Gaiden came out before Shippuden.
Did it come out before Shibuya? Oh, okay.
Yeah, if I'm remembering correctly, they finished the Naruto manga and then they did Kakashi Gaiden and then they did Shippuden.
Oh, you know what? The anime adaptation for it was later.
I might be wrong though. That was when we were in middle school. So.
Yeah. Don't quote us. That was 20 years ago, boys. Shit.
Yeah, well, I think that was it. But
Gojo Gaiden, bro. Beautiful.
That's fact. That's what it was. Gojo Gaiden.
Magnificent.
Yeah, it done so well and able to transition from that because those are two separate arcs. Like in the manga, the Star Vessel Child arc and Shibuya, they're their own separate thing. But combining them into this season and making one transition like pretty well into the next, I think that's really hard to do. And while having it make sense too, it's not an easy feat to do within 23 episodes. But they did it and it fit and it made sense. You know what I mean? Like I think just the overall the use of the time that they had and the amount of episodes that they had was done really like splendidly. As far as like low points for me, very few low points. I think the only low point that I have is just the way that it ended, because I think that they could have ended it a better way. But I know that they're gonna start season 3 the way I think season 2 should have ended, which I'm fine with.
Okay, yeah, no, I know what you mean. I feel that. I was kind of wondering where they were gonna end season 2. I was like, oh, they can go. Honestly, if they wanted to be spicy, they could end there. But then I was just like, actually, hold up, think about it. Too many shonen do that already.
Do what?
They leave on like the craziest cliffhanger. I mean, the cliffhanger of like saying that he's up for execution. I think that was good enough. But you know what I'm saying, the cliffhanger could have been better.
Yeah. I agree, especially when it's like, when you have the argument of who's, I don't want to give too much away, but when we have the argument about you who know who versus you know who, and like who should be really the person that everything's focused on, that could have like answered the question for people. You catch me? And then it would have just been crazy, but it's all right. Yeah. Again, still great season nonetheless. I just think they could have really hit us with some heat. And I'm being vague intentionally, y'all. For y'all who hate spoilers, I'm not going to tell you what happened in the manga.
I will.
Niggas been itching for that since day one, bro. Like,
bro, but nah, it's overall great. Like, S. Yeah. I'm ranking it an S for this season. Like, I think it's definitely on the S level. What would y'all rank it?
I'll give it an S. I give it an S+, triple S.
I'm giving it an S also. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have to. You said it was better than Wano.
Yeah, it's just a triple S rated anime season, bro.
I think real quick, low points for me. I would have preferred if it like ended like the shot of, this would be super cliche, but the shot of Yuta, like you get Yuta come back because you haven't seen him. You get Yuta come back, and if it just ended on I'll be the one to execute Itadori, I think that would have been like that would have been a cool place to end it, because like people that don't read the manga are gonna be clamoring to read the manga, because if they don't want to wait for the next season to come out, it's coming out next year, I think, or end of this year, whatever. I think that would give like a boost to the manga sales. But also, like, if you're just fresh off of it and only watch anime, that excites me personally. Like, oh shit, what do you mean he's about to kill this nigga? Yeah. I need to see more. I think also a low point for me is animation. Even though I think that at the peaks, the animation was really good, but at the low points, the animation was quite bad. Not as bad as certain shit certain shows where it's basically a slideshow with PowerPoint.
Black Clover was pulling that shit a lot of times.
Yeah. But like certain shit, like you could see, I'm not recalling like exact moments, but I think versus Dagon, I'm pretty sure there was some shit. Maybe even during the Ghetto fight, there was some shit. Sukuna versus Maharaga, I think there was like some certain frames that weren't all the way perfect. I'm not necessarily mad at it, but I think considering the timeline that Mappa had the editors on, or like the animators on, like it could have been better if it was managed and produced better. Yeah. And that kind of sucks, but it still was great. Not to say that it was a bad product, but the animators, I think people on Twitter, it was people that animated it, like felt bad and felt like they had people shitting on them, and they shouldn't feel like that, because they did make a great product.
I mean, I feel like, like you said with the timing, I feel like, a lot of people.
Sorry to cut you off real quick, but what you said actually leads on to the next talking point: animation. So we're just in it now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we're in animation. So I think that they should have paused the animation for a little bit. Like, they should actually stop the series. Same way they did Zom 100 and did that break for like a few weeks. They should have did that. Just give everybody a little chance to, like, refresh, reboot, fire whoever needs to get the fuck out of there, rehire whoever needs to get on the team, and came back stronger. Because, I mean, ultimately, I'm not going to lie, this winter season is weak anyway. We could have got JJK extended until like the second half of the winter. I would have not hated it.
I would not have been mad. No.
As fans, I think we all could have been patient. Like, yeah.
No, that's true. I think, especially as an anime fan, nowadays there's so much content anyways that even if you're waiting for, let's say, another 3 more weeks, or let's call it even 6 weeks at the longest, foreshadow, we would get like a lot more with better animation if we just wait a little bit. You know what I mean? Like it's a good show. The animation suffered at times, but if we would have just waited a little bit longer and they planned correctly and didn't abuse their staff the way that they were, then we'd get a better product. Again, still a S-ranked product, but there's always room for improvement.
Yeah.
We watching Teslas out here, Tesla, same shit. Great product. When Teslas be blowing up on the highway, the car doors don't open, niggas be like, why did this happen? I don't know, because y'all really wanted them off the factory line so fast.
Yeah, trying to rush it, and this is what happens when you rush it.
You feel me?
But yeah, but overall, I think even though it had its weak points, the animation overall was so good, and just even past the point of just the visuals of it all, like what they're able to do with sound and like the Foley of it all is ridiculous. Like somebody's walking, you're hearing their footsteps, like the way that they're messing with lighting, the things that they're doing with just even shadows while watching the show. What they like that Yuji versus Choso fight, the animation on that was just bar none some of the best animation I've ever seen.
Probably the best animation of the whole shit.
Yeah,
I think the peak.
Yeah.
Or even Yuji versus Mahito. The animation was crazy. Just especially that snow scene. Just even that little scene where it's just him chasing, like the symbolicness of it. It was more than just animation. It was just what they were able to do, I guess, symbolism wise, where it's just like, yo, Mahito used to be the big bad wolf chasing after niggas. Niggas wasn't really afraid of him, but he was murking people left and right. He was a big bad for a specific time frame. And then just seeing him become like just a weak hunted. Yeah. It was fire to see, and the way that they did it visually was ridiculous.
Yeah, just to kind of add on and reiterate what you're saying.
Yeah.
I definitely said this on the last time I was here, but the vintage throwback like of the brothers Choso, the other Curse brothers, Curse Painting brothers, Curse Moon brothers, and Yuji, that aesthetic was just amazing to me. And you said sound, and I really enjoy when any media like really create like a full soundscape, and it just, to me, it just brings you into that medium. Like you just dive into it more. The immersion is just more full. And one of the moments that stand out to me, it was like super like it's like a quick moment. This is not something that probably most people even like really consider, because it was just like an action he did. But Yuji, it was like early on in Shibuya. I forget the full context. Yuji was running maybe from something or chasing something. He's like going maybe downstairs, but he jumps off a sign, and like you could hear the sign recoil and like the metal like make a sound, and like he moved from it, and the sounds that they created for this or used for this just made me feel like I was there witnessing it like in person. And that type of thing is exactly what I mean when creating a soundscape. Like that shows like the love and care for the thing that you're creating. That's the type of thing I like, and I fuck with that detail.
That's a fact. Yeah, like, like it's all that. It's like, I think that animation and what you guys probably know of back in the days, that's like classic animation. They tried their best to do what they could do with the technologies they had back then. But now, with the technologies, with the people with different diverse skill sets that come from other mediums, you're able to create like cinema on all levels. You know what I'm saying? Like shit is really like a close to 4D experience. Like it's really crazy.
And with like the popularity of anime right now, with how many people are watching it and putting money into it, they can put actual budget into these things. And now, rather than just having, let's say, 15 people at animate an episode or a season of JJK, they can throw like 50, 60 people, and each people can work on these individual things to actually make it a more robust product.
Facts. The departments are going crazy.
Facts. Like there's with back in the days, like let's say 90s, early 2000s, you didn't hear everything. You know what I mean? With JJK, you're hearing everything. Yeah. Like if somebody's going like this to a wall, you're hearing like the whatever sound that would make fingers grazing against the wall. Like just a simple tap, you're going to hear that. Animes back in the day, you weren't getting that. Now, like, and a lot of people are just gonna dismiss it as if like it's not anything important, but shit like that is like, it adds to the experience. It makes you as a watcher just be like, oh, it brings you more so into it.
I feel that, yeah, man. That shit is just so crazy. I feel like the next season of JJK, they're really gonna have to be on their shit because you can't have a strong season like that, animation wise, and then flop on some whack shit.
Yeah,
after.
that
like,
would be.
You really have to you don't have to go dummy hard 10 out of 10 every episode, but at least give me a calm 7, 8 out of 10.
You're setting a standard.
That would hurt my spirit.
Yeah.
That would hurt my soul. Kev, when you edit this, I'm gonna need you to put the Martin Scorsese meme. I'll send it to you. This is cinema. This is cinema. That's how I feel. I feel like this is absolute peak high art. This shit is real.
Nah, that's facts. It's fucking great.
That's a fact.
It's great. Yo, let's switch up into. I'm excited to talk about this. The characters. What do we think about the protagonists of this season? The protagonists of season 2. We can get into I'll throw some names off of the top ones. We got Gojo, we got Yuji, we got Nanami, we got so many. We got Todo. We got so many. What are our thoughts on the protagonists of season 2 and how they managed to interact with the situation that they were dealt?
Let's see. I'll start off with maybe Nanami and Todo. I feel like Nanami and Todo were great for the story. I don't know if I would call both of them protagonists, but I would definitely call them supporting characters. And how strong they supported gave you the impact of the protagonist. Especially with Nanami, I think his scene, especially his ending dancing scene where he's in Malaysia just dancing in the beach and water like that. You felt that. I think that everybody through the whole, every time they did show Nanami on the screen, you wanted him there and you wanted to go, I guess, deeper into his character. But I mean, they set that shit up the minute he started fighting for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? They really introduced that for him. But I don't know. I just felt I wanted to really engage more with this character. Even though I knew he was a support character, I wanted to see how far he can go in this fight and through this war or whatever they're doing in Shibuya. Same with Todo. You know what I'm saying? We all know Todo's OP. So it's what can you do for us for Todo to make him even better? And I think the selfless sacrifice that Todo put on for Yuji to truly support him and defend him against his fight against Mahito is he needs a standing ovation for that. My boy really he went crazy.
Nah, I feel that. I like the fact that each of the characters are so their own people. There's a lot of shows that you watch and the supporting characters will just be an offshoot of the protagonist in one way or the other. Either they're the exact opposite or the exact same. Yeah. Nanami, he's his own character. He's just about his money and wants to get the job done. That's a fact. At the end of the day, he is a grade 1 sorcerer, so he's about that action. But this isn't he doesn't look at it this is how I want to spend the rest of my days. I am working to retire in Malaysia. Yeah. Todo, my man's just out here for his brother and cheeks. And that's who he is. He's such a standout character based off of who he is as an individual. And I really rock with that. And then you have the main crew, Yuji. I don't know. I just love how each character in this series has their role to play and they play it so well. I don't know. I don't feel like there's a character that you can replace with another character in JJK, unless we're talking Miwa. But aside from her,
wait, you said
Miwa.
Oh, she tried, guys. Come on. She gets the participation award for this season.
You were at Shibuya.
It was actually better to not try.
Actually. Yeah, she didn't buy any time.
Dude, yo. But I just love how even down to Mekamaru, each character has their own specific role to play, and they play it so well, and they are such their own individuals that it's JJK is a puzzle, and without these puzzle pieces, you're missing a crucial part of the episode. Mekamaru, by any means, is not a major character, but you needed him for season 2.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
What do you think, Akil?
I agree with everything you said. I think they did a great job of giving what really are side characters, but in this world are important characters. They gave them a lot of moments. And one of the things that I really like about Jujutsu Kaisen is it reminds me of some of what I deem are some of the best shows, like Naruto or Hunter x Hunter or just there's so many. But the idea that maybe in Naruto Shippuden, like some characters fell off, and like the idea of these characters were better than how they were executed.
Rock Lee.
Right, exactly.
Magic.
But exactly.
Gaara.
Exactly.
Any nigga who was hard in the original Naruto, Kiba.
Literally, like there are so many characters that, in my view, like I don't view, even if it is the case that Jujutsu Kaisen is the story of Yuji Itadori, I don't view Jujutsu Kaisen like that. I see it as the story of Yuji, the story of Megumi, the story of Gojo. I see it as the story of each of these characters from their own perspective. Obviously, because it's a manga and you want to drive it forward, especially at this point in the story, you have to, like, you're focusing on Yuji and we're seeing the lens through Yuji, but I think you could definitely retell this story from the lens of Yuta. The lens, honestly, also Nobara. Nana, you could really tell this story from the lens of different characters, and because you can have like kind of 360 view from each person's perspective, like that shows you how strong the characters are. And the two that really stand out, protagonists that stand out for me, are Yuji Itadori, mostly because you can like experience the pain that he really goes through in the Shibuya incident. You see how much he goes through, and initially when he becomes when he first getting starting, he has to explain to Principal Yaga that he's not gonna like run away or like blame anybody for his choice. And I think these scenes, these moments he's experiencing really encapsulate that promise that he had to make to be like even be a sorcerer in the first place. And then Geto is another protagonist. Obviously, Geto is not fully Geto because we saw the reveal of Noritoshi Kamu with Kenjaku. But seeing, again, I've been saying this, but the movie and some of the previous content, you really get the full story of Geto. Like why, like who is he in comparison to Gojo? Why is he on this path? Like why? Like you just understand him way more, and I don't feel like for many villains you get that. Probably not the case. You probably do get this, but it just feels so much more impactful for Geto. So to me, like those two protagonists, because in the beginning, Geto, or the beginning of the season,
considering Geto a protagonist,
from the beginning,
okay,
like the first arc, I see Geto as a protagonist, and this is why I say it, is because you see the shift of him being protagonist to antagonist.
Got you.
And that to me is just like amazing.
It's done really well. And speaking about protagonists and antagonists, what do we think about the antagonists of the series? Like, bro,
dog,
like Shibuya did what My Villain Academia could not do.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like it set up the antagonists in a way where you're just like, whoa, they here for action, and it's entertaining each step of the way through. Yeah. Like, yo, what are your thoughts? Because it's...
Well, I think the antagonists of season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen are special because the antagonists were so strong that they antagonized each other.
They had to take breaks from fighting the good guys to fight each other.
They were kind of just like let's quote it. Sukuna, he was just like, Jogo, my nigga was good. You know what I'm saying? Even old boy, Kenjaku was like, Maito, you thought you was getting away? Like, you had this grand runaway scheme. You thought this was your body. Sorry, this is my body. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that the antagonists this season were just super, like, even Toji coming back was supposed to be an antagonist, but then he ended up fighting the antagonist to then attack the protagonist. But you know what I'm saying? Like, they really had a lot of stand-up moments. And I think that what's beautiful about that is, like, it's not saying that everybody fights on the same team. I mean, obviously, yes, within the sorcerers, you would think everybody would fight for the same team. But even not, because you got bad sorcerers, too, who are doing some fucked up shit. The curse users or whatever. So, like, I feel like they did a good job, like, really molding the different antagonist personalities, giving them breath, also showing us, like, their perspective and whether or not shit is sweet or not. Sometimes I really didn't feel them. Like when homie lost Dagon, I was not sad for him. I was like, bro, you should have seen what your boy Dagon was doing. You about to wall out, kill everybody. Dagon just violated the whole crew too. Come on, bro. But it's war, so it is what it is.
Facts.
What do you guys think?
Nah, I like the antagonists. I like the fact that, like, the antagonists aren't necessarily bad for just being bad. Like I think I brought this up earlier, but I think was it Mahito that said it to Yuji that like we're the same, and it's really on that type of shit. Like the Jujutsu sorcerers are fighting the curses because they feel like the curses are bad because the curses attack people. But if you really want to break it down, the curses are just beings, and their food are people. Like, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Does that make them innately bad for doing so? No, they're just fighting for their team. And I think Shibuya really like encapsulated that. Like, these are just people, not people, but beings fighting for their team. Like, the curses are fighting for curses. The sorcerers are fighting for sorcerers and, you know, overall people. And that's the overall conflict in the series. And it keeps getting like broken down to that point where I think even like Yuji starts questioning it and is like, dude, what do I do?
So are you saying that Geto was right?
I mean, you already know how I feel about it. At the end of the day, like, bro, son, like, a decision has to be made, and if these things exist, like cursed beings exist, right? Yeah. Curses exist. They got to eat something. And unfortunately, that something is people. I'm on the side of people because I'm a person. But if I was a curse, I'd be on the side of curses. Yeah. I understand their standpoint.
Yeah. I think Jogo said it best, or to some effect, he said, we're trying to be the new humans or whatever. He was like, we're the human. Like, yeah, like this is who we are. Like we only manifest because of human fear.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you want us to do?
Hey, I exist now. I gotta eat something. Yeah. Like, what am I supposed to do?
That's true. My only thing with that is I kind of realize is like that's the fallacy in it too. Is I was like, all right, curses. If you guys kill all the humans, just realize there's no more curses being born because there's no more negative like cursed energy or no negative like vibes that create the curses.
Problem solved.
So no, then they eradicate themselves.
Well, that's true. But let's say the curses stopped killing humans. Now the humans have no reason to fear curses. Now they're also stopped being born because there's no more fear of curses.
Or the curses start factory farming humans.
Oh, we on some Promised Neverland shit now.
Hey, that's if you want to keep it a buck, that's the direction it would go. Eventually, they'd be like, all right, we're losing our population. We got to figure out how to keep them alive somehow.
Lock anime fans up into a closet and be like, you want to see the ending to your favorite anime? I got you, bro. What chapter you on? Bet. Say last.
Imagine a spoiler curse.
Nigga, read. Nigga, this what happened to Gojo. Nah, that'd be crazy. I'd be stressed.
Real quick, I want to say my top antagonist, and especially that nigga, amazing. Like Mahito, Kenjaku, Geto, all great. They did amazing, but I think Toji Fushiguro just absolutely stole the show in part one of the second season, and part two, him coming back. Like, absolutely insane stuff. People already loved Gojo coming into this season. Like, seeing Gojo get taken down by Toji, the sorcerer killer, I think the fan reaction to that was insane.
Crazy.
I was watching a video on Twitter that was more or less the top. I think it was top 10 searched anime characters of this past year or whatever. And I don't know where these numbers came from, so I don't really care necessarily if these are true or not, but I think the sentiment is, for me, that Toji Fushiguro was in the top 10. I don't think Yuji was in there. I'm not even sure if Gojo was in there. Like, most other characters that I would imagine from JJK that would be in there weren't in there. Toji was Toji and Mahoraga. Those were the two characters from JJK that got on this list. And like, damn, that, like, Toji is really him for real. And I think the fan reaction to that kind of shows like how much of a mark he left on the story, because like we only get so much of him, but in terms of fan reaction, like, he makes up for so much of the fanship of JJK.
Yeah, each scene that Toji was in counted.
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't a wasted scene with Toji.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a fact. I think my top antagonist, Mahito, is definitely up there just because that man was just pure chaos. No matter what happened, he would just show up on the scene, and every time you saw him, you know he was fucking something up. Like, it was a problem each and every time that he got on the scene. And just to see like the turn at the end where even though he wasn't the winner and he didn't go out on a W. I don't know. I really like seeing the character be at their peak and then seeing them at their low. I just think the trajectory that Mahito took was really entertaining to watch.
That's a fact. And we can't forget about the op stopper, the block chopper, Mahoraga. Come on, man.
I wouldn't call him an antagonist. Mahoraga is like neutral. I think.
I don't know, man. He caused too much pain to everybody.
He's neutral though. He's just fighting whatever's there. You know?
Yeah.
Like he doesn't really have like. There's no goal for Mahoraga, for real.
That's true. I don't know, man. To me, big antagonist vibes.
Nah, I think in this season, we could definitely make an argument for him being antagonist in some way. He, to me, he's probably more of like just a tool or like a thing that is
he's like the ultimate chaotic neutral.
Yeah, but I definitely could see him being like antagonist, whatever the fuck he was. He was amazing.
I hope that one day in the future, someday, Mahoraga gets redeemed as something for the protagonists. But right now, he not looking too good on my book, bro.
But just what he did to Megumi,
bro.
Man got summoned and just whoom.
Yo, what's good, nigga?
And talk about sound. Seeing Megumi smash up against that brick wall and just
that was crazy. That was crazy. And then he tried to vaporize my son with the shit under his eyes too.
Bro.
That was crazy. I thought bro died off of that, and I realized that Sukuna saved him. I didn't even peep that. That was so wild. I wouldn't have saved his ass. He's one antagonist I think just didn't need to be. I hated him there. I didn't even know boy's name. With the blonde hair.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Pixie boy. Yeah, he definitely. I think out of every antagonist, I think he needed to go.
Yeah.
Like he bodied all my sons. He stabbed Shorty in the ass, bro. That shit was crazy. What's good with him?
Nah. Dude, whatever that was a problem, bro.
I think that was just like a plot device where they were just like, we have to find some way to just add hella friction with one character.
Yeah.
Bring back this one character no one wants.
This one do-nothing chaotic ass character.
Yeah, straight up.
Nah. Who is your MVP for season 2, JJK?
I think if I wanted to be funny and make a meme, I would say it's the rabbits, the Toji fight. I think that they literally, you know what I'm saying, they did what they needed to do. They helped encourage the boy, and they gave bro time to, like, you know what I'm saying, open up his domain. And then they gave bro time to hit up that Mahoraga summon. But that's just me joking as my MVP. I think my real MVP of season 2, man, you guys can go first. I don't know yet. I gotta think about it.
My MVP, just like overall character-wise, I mean, Gil, you said him earlier as an antagonist, but Toji, bro. Again, every scene that this man was on was not wasted. Every time he popped up, I never see a character like so quickly win everybody's hearts. And while being the bad guy.
Yeah.
Like, because think about it. Gojo is a character that everybody was on. Girls all over the place. They don't even watch anime, but they know Gojo.
Yeah.
Dudes are just like, he got it. He's him. Like, he's him. And then Toji works him and then eventually like gets worked. But then he pulls back up again. And the season that he's on, he's beating like the biggest villains and beating the shit out of his son. And we still fuck with Toji. Like,
he's a terrible human.
Yo, he's like the worst. But we still down for Toji. I think there's very few characters that can show up for such a small piece of time and win everybody over. And Toji did that twice.
That's a fact.
In the same season.
What's crazy about that is like Toji is essentially, when you think about his character design, he's essentially the foil of Gojo, right? Gojo, beautiful, blessed by cursed energy. Toji, the opposite, gave up all cursed energy. Gojo, beautiful, pretty boy, skinny. Toji, Aki, hardened man, fucking $150 on the face. You know what I'm saying? Bro, he hasn't showered in like 3 years. Like, you know, like just completely different characters. But still, you gotta love him. Gotta love the boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was sitting here trying to think of another person that I would give MVP to, but there's no one else I could give MVP to. It got to be Toji.
Toji got it. Like, yeah, even above Gojo, because Gojo, like, my man's locked up.
That nigga went out sad. Gojo went out sad.
My man facing a bid right now, bro.
Free Gojo, truly humble under God.
Free mother. Yo, Gojo come back with a kufi, yo.
Come back Muslim. Nah, you know the Muslim Goku edits. I need somebody to make a Muslim Gojo edit.
That'd be pretty simple. I think I would like that. That's a good one.
Yeah. Nah, we need to get that ASAP, Muslim Gojo.
That's a fact.
My brother, you do not understand. You are practicing the white man's religion. Man, white hair, blue eyes, say that shit. Son. But nah, Toji is he's that dude. How about most improved of the season from?
I said my MVP.
Oh, you got one? Yeah, my bad.
My MVP, I think, is gonna have to be Fushiguro. I think
Megumi, really?
Megumi, yeah. I think that Megumi, for what it was, went really far for his character. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not a protagonist by any means yet.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah.
But like when you look at like the skill set and what he stacked up against, he really survived against the arguably one of the second most dangerous character in the whole entire like arc. Like,
I mean, that's nepotism though. He ain't gonna kill your son.
Bro was
so
really.
What's your name?
Bro was really close. He definitely stabbed him in the stomach. Bro leaking out.
He didn't know.
I think honestly, no. Megumi would have died if Sukuna didn't hit him with the curse the reverse shit.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying? He really.
Oh, a blonde boy. Yeah.
Yeah, like Megumi really and he got stabbed in the back by that guy too. Bro was really eating everything, bro. Like I feel like Megumi, if not MVP, most improved. Like most improved for the series.
He's been getting a lot of assists though. I don't know.
Who besides who else assisted him?
What you mean, huh?
Who gave him the assist for Megumi?
Sukuna?
Maharaga.
Maharaga was not an assist. That was a mistake.
It was a mistake.
He called the wrong nigga.
Yuji?
When did Yuji
when they were fighting that other
assist?
dude.
They was tag teaming that nigga. Wasn't really an assist.
I don't know.
His pops.
Yeah, his pops
when he came
took himself out.
No, when his pops pulled up to fight Dagon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, came through the.
I think that was unintentional too. Bro was literally just like, I gotta find the strongest energy.
Because he couldn't even. If Toji would have never came, I don't know if they would have escaped. Like it seemed like the gate that he opened was only big enough for one.
Yeah, I think the plan was to get one person out and have them break it. I don't know. I can't remember, but probably one person was only gonna get out.
Yeah. I don't know. Megumi, that's still my GOAT. Love you, bro. MVP. We here. You and your rabbits.
Most improved character of season 2, from season 1 to season 2. I'm going Yuji. Just because like season 1, think about it. He's the least experienced sorcerer that we've seen, and he's putting in this much work. In season 1, you get to see this man he goes through trials and tribulations. He definitely gets worked, but you don't really. You see Yuji use his hands, and he's putting in work, but you're still like, okay, he's still an underclassman compared to the rest of them. And now this man is fighting Mahito toe-to-toe with Todo, and Toto's the one who's providing the backup at the end of that fight. I think the growth that Yuji's had it's amazing. And I don't know, I see it's just been one season, and this man has been putting in that much effort and that much work and had this much shine. And with everything that he's gone through and be able to bounce back as well, obviously he needed a couple assists as well. Like without Todo, without Nanami, without
Jogo feeding him 15 Sukuna.
Yeah, without that, even when he loses, it's still like a good development for his story. Like Choso worked him, but then was like, damn, I can't kill you. I just overall as a character, like his growth as a character power wise, but also his growth as in like the story of Yuji that's being told, he's my most improved.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's not mine, but I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite character is Yuji, so to see him become a real sorcerer and really take down real threats is pretty good. But the only reason why I disagree is because in story time, right, the in-universe time, it's probably been like a couple months. I think they probably started high school in the summer.
Yeah.
It's only been really one semester because it's Halloween time by the time this happens. But you see Megumi I think it happened in the first season. He gets his domain expansion, and then he improves it, whatever, to the in the fight against Dagon. Yuji's fighting Mahito. To me, like they have such improvement, and like you can see, it makes sense that they're fighting like these people even from season 1, like because they were kind of put in those positions. But to me, Nobara, like her fighting Mahito, even though it was a split Mahito, to have her even like be effective against Mahito to any extent is crazy to me, and it shows how much she's like improved or like how valuable she is now versus before.
Damn.
Because
that's when she got valuable.
Literally, oh shit! Don't remind me. No, but like you see Nanami, like the multiple times that Nanami is fighting like against Mahito, like Nanami's grade 1.
Yeah,
Nobara is not grade 1.
No,
I forget what I forget if she was amongst the small group of people that was supposed to get their rank.
She might have gotten semi grade 1.
But I don't view her as on the same level as Yuji and Megumi. But like after seeing that fight and what she did and the effect that she had on Mahito, I think that she has to win most improved for me, because she, like, to me, she didn't really have that many moments in the first season. So coming into this season, even though she didn't have as many, that's a super impactful one.
Yeah, I mean, I think what was cool about her was that arguably, right, like she executed a Black Flash on one of the strongest, like, I'm thinking of, what's the grade again? Was it grade? Special grade?
Special grade,
She actually executed a Black Flash on a special grade Curse Spirit. Yes, it wasn't the full potential of the body, but even to be able to execute a Black Flash, there's apparently only a certain amount of sorcerers in history who could ever do it. That means that if you can execute one, you have, again, perfect understanding of the soul and how to attack the soul. So that's pretty good for little homegirl from the sticks. You feel me? So yeah.
Nah, I feel that.
She was calm, but I think for me, most improved. I mean, I said Megumi already, but second to that, honestly, I think this is just part 1 of the season, like the heavenly what's it called again? Star Vessel arc. I think Gojo for that. Not the second part of the season, but the first part. Like Gojo really came in high-headed bullshit ass nigga. Like, yeah, I'ma win. I got it. It's whatever. Arguably, the mission got fucked up because of his confidence. And I think that having to literally almost die, like, changed him as a person.
My man died.
Yeah, he essentially died. Yeah. So it really changed him as a person, and like, I wish he could have gotten it a little bit earlier to even help my boy Ghetto. Like, my boy Ghetto was getting smoked too. But I think that I think that moment might have worked something small in Gojo's head that might have changed his perspective of what he's doing jiu-jitsu for. Because, after that, he's doing jiu-jitsu for the kids. You know what I'm saying? He's doing it for the next generation, and he's trying to create a space for people like him and his friends to survive. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of led into the future Gojo who is now, and then like the nigga that everybody loves. Yeah. Without that change, it would have been, you know what I'm saying? The nigga probably would have died again. I'm not gonna lie. He would have fought another Shaw nigga got smoked.
Is Gojo white Jesus?
He's Buddha, bro. He's Buddha for real.
Buddha, yeah. Man came reborn. I died for your sins. Gojo's definitely up there. And it was also lovely to see like the first half of season 2, because we were just used to him being a strong character that was just the strongest because he was the strongest.
It's Gojo.
And now with the first half of season 1, we actually learned, okay, no, he was still like the strongest dude, but there were people who could still give him the work, and he got worked and essentially died, but then popped back out and was like, all right, now I'm on a different type of timing. It was definitely dope to see that type of growth in him.
That's a fact.
Just to see him get worked again.
Yeah.
And that's the dope part about Gojo. When you have a character that strong, you don't just beat him with just more strength. You have to find different ways, and the way to beat Gojo was by sealing him.
Yeah.
Facts. And by playing with his emotions.
Yeah.
Clearly, that's the way to get Gojo.
No, that's a fact.
Put him in his bag, throw some A-Boogie on.
It's over 9,000!